Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our group is going to present our market survey report for the subject BIS 4032, which is English for Business and Commerce subject. Our group had been choose the topic survey about the satisfaction of chocolate brand. Hi, my name Asrin binti Asmawi, matrix number 1192215.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hi, my name is NURUL binti SIDIK and my matrix number is 119223 and 1.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is SYAZWANI binti AHMAD PIRDAUS. My matric number 1192813 and I am from class BM5.
My name is SITI MAIZATUL ZULKEPLI, matric number 1192816.
First of all, I will explain about respondents' information from our market survey. The first question is about respondents' gender. The pie chart shows that the gender of respondents who answered the survey of 85.4% were female, which is 35 respondents, and 14.6% were male, which is 6 respondents. The ratio of difference between male and female respondents who answered the survey is large at 70.8%. This implies that there are more females participating in this survey than males. Next, question 2 is respondents' age group. From pie chart, we can see that the majority of respondents who answered the survey are those aged between 18 to 21 years, which amounted to 85.4%, which is 35 respondents. 9.8% respondents who are aged 22 to 25 years, which is the second highest, which is 4 respondents. Lastly, the number of respondents under 18 years and 26 years and above is equal to 2.4%, which is 1 respondent for each group. We can conclude that there are many young people between the age of 18 to 21 who answer this survey. Question 3 is about respondents' occupation. Based on the pie chart, the respondents who answered the survey were mostly students with 80.5%, which is 33 respondents, while 19.5% were respondents who are full-time employed, which is 8 respondents. For respondents who are part-time employed is 0%, which is 0 respondents. This is because most of our survey are distributed among students rather than employees. Last but not least is question 4, respondents' living area. The pie chart shows that the living area of the respondents who answered the survey, the highest percentage of 43.9% are respondents living in suburban areas, which is 18 respondents. Next, the second highest is the respondents who live in urban areas with 39%, which is 16 respondents, and followed by 17.1% are respondents who live in rural areas, which is 7 respondents. In conclusion, the online survey enables respondents from all places to answer it. I will continue the presentation with objective of the market survey. Firstly, the survey was conducted to identify customer satisfaction on types of chocolate brands in Malaysian market. Second, to assess the effect of chocolate toward consumers. Third, to determine the factors that influence the customers in choosing certain types of chocolate brands and the reasons behind it. Lastly, fourth, to find out recommendations given by customers to help the company to improve on the products. Next, brief explanation of the methodology. This survey was conducted using an online form where it was distributed through the internet. A questionnaire entitled Satisfaction on Chocolate Brands. The total respondents that answered the online form was 41 respondents. The target respondents are general. There are two parts in this survey. Part 1 represents the demographic question, while Part 2 represents the question related to the main project.
Lastly, I will present the analysis of the first 5 questions from the questionnaire. There are about 41 respondents that have been answering this questionnaire. Question 1 is about the frequency respondent eating chocolate. From the graph that shows data respondents, answer is many of them eat chocolate once a month, with 51.2% recorded. Besides, there are 41.5% respondents who eat chocolate once a week, and 7.3% shows they eat chocolate every day. So, as the data also shows, majority of our respondents are eating chocolate. Question 2 is about the respondent favorite chocolate brands. We gave them 4 main choices for chocolate brands, which are Cadbury, Hershey's, Toblerone, and KitKat. Other than that, the brands were listed by the respondents according to their favorite. So based on the graph, shows the data of the Cadbury are the higher favorite chocolate among the respondents with the data recorded, 80.5% with voted by 33 respondents. Secondly, followed by the KitKat with the percentage recorded is 70.7%. Then, followed by the Hershey's brand with the 46.3%, while Toblerone stayed 36.6% of the favorite respondent for the brand. There are several different chocolates listed by the respondent, which are Daim, Barrels, Cloud9, Kinder Bueno, and Voyager. This data shows there are different types of taste and interest on each kind of chocolate brands. And for nowadays, Cadbury is the highest chocolate brands that be chosen by the respondent as their favorite chocolate brands. For the question 3 is to identify the best type of chocolate according respondent interest. Based on the graph, majority of the respondents, which are 73.2%, are more likely and love the chocolate milk taste. Then white chocolate with the 14.6% lovers being the second higher, and the third is dark chocolate with the data shows only 12.2% respondent who love dark chocolate. So we are assumed that the type of chocolate also give the effect on respondent chosen brand for the chocolate. Next, we move to the question 4. Question 4 is about to know what the emotion factor respondent eating chocolate, because mostly chocolate also eat according personal emotion in different situations. So from the data, 75.6% are eating chocolate because of stress, and perhaps the chocolate can release the negative emotion. Secondly, different perception of the respondent, which are 68.3% of them are eating chocolate while they are feeling so happy. Thirdly, 28.3% eating chocolate while sad, and followed by 14.6% eating chocolate because feels angry. From this data of emotion factor, we identify that chocolate could be with everyone as expressing their feeling to be more better, as the chocolate melt in their mouth in any situation. For the question 5 analysis is to determine does respondent agree that chocolate can give good side effect or not. Majority of respondents answered yes for the good side effect, which they are 92.7% respondents agree with the statement, while another 7.3% didn't agree that chocolate can give good side effect for the respondent. So, for the next presentation, we'll be proceed by NURUL SYAZWANI to look more detail for the next question analysis.
Okay, on the question number 6, we ask the respondent if they want to buy chocolate, which aspect that they prefer. According to the bar chart, it shows 14.6% of them will prefer the shape, 26.8% of them will prefer the packaging, 63.4% of them will prefer the price, and 100% of them will prefer the taste. This shows most of them will prefer the taste before they buy the chocolate because of the flavor that brands offer. And they more interactive to the taste, and some of them prefer the price in terms that it will be worth to spend. Next, on going to the question number 7, we ask the respondent that how much do they spend in buying the chocolate. According to the pie chart, we can see that 14.6% of them spend 3 ringgit to 6 ringgit, 17.1% of them spend 7 ringgit to 10 ringgit, and 11 ringgit to 14 ringgit. And more than half of them, which 51.2%, will spend 50 ringgit and above for buying a chocolate. This shows more of them do spend their money to buy a chocolate worth 50 ringgit and above due to factors like the taste of chocolate, the flavor, and the price that worth to spend. Some of them do not literally to spend a lot of money to buy a chocolate, and also some of them will spend their money to buy a chocolate that is not too expensive and not too cheap. Next, for the question number 8, we ask respondent about do they think the price of the chocolate that they choose in question number 2 is cheaper than the others. According to the result, we can see that 19.5% of them choose yes, some of them, which 34.1%, choose no, and 46.4% of them choose maybe. This result shows most of them are not sure that the price of chocolate that they always buy is cheaper than others due to factors like taste, flavor, ingredient, and else. Some of them think that the price that they choose is cheaper than others, and some of them say it is not in terms of the brains, taste, and flavor of the chocolate. Last but not least, for the question number 9, we ask about is the taste of chocolate brands in Malaysia comparable to chocolate brands from other countries? Here we can see on the pie chart that 82.9% of them say yes, it is comparable, and 17.1% of them say it is not. This result shows that some of them don't agree at all that chocolate taste in Malaysian brands are comparable, and other than half are agree due to factors of the processes and various of flavor. Next, the last question that we asked to respondent about their view on the chocolate chosen in question 2 and the reason for further improving the quality of the chocolate. This is the several view of the respondent. Firstly, the taste of chocolate is good enough. Chocolate quality for all brands good and the price is affordable. Has a special taste and really suit in others customers' taste. It has a different taste from other brand and not too sweet. Lastly, they have various type of the chocolate and it mix well. This is several answer of respondent about the reason for further improving the quality of the chocolate that chosen in question 2. Firstly, hopefully the producer will create more varieties of flavor in the chocolate. Secondly, hopefully that they can make an ice cream from their chocolate product. Thirdly, suggest for they put an healthy ingredient into chocolate. Fourthly, improve the brands by doing or adding more different chocolate. And lastly, must provide various type of flavor chocolate such as matcha.
Next is the recommendation from the respondent. The first recommendation is to make an ice cream from their chocolate product. Some buyers may not like to eat chocolate because it is easy to feel nauseous. With the addition of the ice cream in a chocolate brand, will attract buyers to buy and taste it because it has been renovated. Second is diversity of packaging to make it easier for consumer to open faster. If the packaging is difficult to open, make the buyer refuse to buy again due to difficulty, add load and make the opening work slowly. So packaging also play an important role. Next is use more natural taste of chocolate. Some chocolate products produce chocolate that does not have a rich and natural flavor. It makes the chocolate less tasty and does not attract buyers to buy again. The quality of a product is very important, especially involving branded and famous products. Fourth, besides that, another recommendation is about do promotion constantly. With continuous promotion will be a signal to customers to continue to buy products sold because they always know the development of the product offered. Lastly, make chocolate not easily melted even in hot condition. Some buyers like to eat in small quantities because chocolate make the eater feel nauseous. With the quality of chocolate that does not easily melt, make it easier for the eater to eat and does not have to feel in a hurry to finish the chocolate even in hot situation. Next, recommendation group. First is unique commercial shape. If the processed chocolate has different characteristics from other chocolate, it can attract the attention of customer and potential customer to be aware of its existence in the market. Second, would add healthy ingredients into chocolate like less sugar and more dark chocolate for health but still make it tasty. As we know, dark chocolate has a positive effect on health. Surveys show that eating a single bar of dark chocolate can lower hormones that causes emotional stress and anxiety. This makes dark chocolate beneficial for health and blood pressure. Third, add another ingredient like almonds and nuts in chocolate. Almonds or nuts are rich in various nutrients for health and indirectly make the eater do not feel fed up and nauseous quickly because of the combination of being with good chocolate. Fourth is produce chocolate of various kinds such as powder, liquid, grain and block. With the variety of type of chocolate produced by brand, buyers do not feel bored and only focus on the chocolate bars. If produced in powder form, the buyer can use as a garnish in a food product such as cake, bread and so on. While if produced in liquid form can be used as an ingredient in a dish that uses chocolate without having to make it using chocolate bar, as well as for other types that want to be diversified that provide benefits for to customers. Diversify the flavor of chocolate such as strawberry, blueberries and others. Mixing chocolate with new flavors such as strawberry, blueberries, mint and others will attract customers to buy because of the nature of wanting to feel something new is always present in a person, especially children and teenagers. Nowadays, people like to see something unique and want to try, and it is not impossible to attract customers.
That's all from us. Thank you.